Welcome to your weekend focus, April the 4th and 5th, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Truly. Now, I am still working on the monthlies. I thought I was doing better than I was, or I was trying to convince myself that I was feeling great when I wasn't. So it's I've got more of the videos done, but if I don't think I'm going to be able to tap into spirit, then I'm not about to do a reading for anybody. The last thing I would ever want to do is give you misinformation. I need to be on my game. I need to have the energy. I need to feel well in order to really give you the guidance that you're looking for right now. So I will have them out by the end of the weekend. I swear. Just a couple more to do and putting them together and whatnot. And I do apologize for the delay. But remember, I'm and not an excuse, but I'm still going to work every single day. I am an essential service. I will be an essential service until this COVID-19 is over and done with. So I have to go to work each and every day and deal one-on-one with the public, and it's stressful. I'll be honest, it's stressful. People are afraid. People are worried. People aren't sure what to do, really. We've been given sketches of outlines of what we need to do, but we wonder, is that all we need to do? Can we be doing more? Should we be doing less? I would strongly disagree with you need to do less. You need to do more and play your role. Absolutely. So, anyways, I apologize, but it's a bunch of things, and that's wearing me down. So I'm not springing back, but you guys send me lots of light and love and healing energy each and every day. So absolutely, I'm feeling better each and every day. It's just that my energy, I expect so much more out of myself sometimes than I can actually give out. So I do apologize for anybody waiting, but they are wonderful readings. So I do hope you take the time to watch it, even though it's a couple of days late. It does address the entire month. So we have a whole month ahead of us. So we have the 4th, April the 4th. Now this is truly a 444 energy kind of day. Okay, April is the 4th month, the 4th, and 2020, 2 plus 0, 2 plus 0 is a 4. So we do have that beautiful 4 energy. Now the 4 energy is all about our foundations, it's about our balance, it's about our discipline, it's about our your balance, your discipline, your safety, your stability. So these things will be highlighted for us on the weekend, absolutely. So, look at how you feel safe, what makes you feel safe. And what is making you feel unbalanced right now, and what do you have control of to bring that balance into being in some way in your life? Or maybe it's discipline. Okay, maybe you've always said if you had the time, you'd do this and that and the other thing, and yet, you're in week 3 of isolation and you haven't done it yet. So, are you being disciplined? Are you disciplining yourself? Or are you sitting there and watching the screen? It goes 3, 2, 1, and you go, oh, the next episode started. Well, I'll just start it. But I won't watch it all the way through. I'll just watch it just a little bit. And then before you know it, you're watching 4, 3, 2, So watch where you are putting your energy, your time right now. But I think with Jupiter and Pluto aligning in the sky, we're going to feel it probably for the entire month. And this is just the beginning of it. So we're going to feel this actually raise in each and every one of us, that we are going to be driven to succeed in a passion, a desire, a dream of ours, a goal that we have set. And there'll be a great passion in us and a drive to actually want to step into this. And this is going to visit us 3 times throughout the year. So we're just going through the first phase. So we're in the baby steps, so to speak, the strategy of what we want to step into. And make sure that what is guiding you for this is of a positive nature. Okay, the right passion is in place, so to speak. We don't want to say, well, I'm going to do this because, I'm seeking revenge. I'm being king of the hill. I've got all the toys, or I've got all of this, and I want to flaunt it more. It's my ego. So watch what's definitely driving you. Don't do something out of revenge or pettiness, or you're self-righteous in some way. Don't go to extremes. Make sure it's not greed. That's another one of those evils, right? Very often, it's not the amount of money we're asking for. It's what we plan to do with that money. That solid stepping stones that we have planned for that money. What it will accomplish for the collective. Okay. Oh, the sun is in. Oh, we didn't even go through. So anyways, 444. We'll go through it really fast. 444. Adds up to a 12, which turns into a 3. So it's the hangman energy. The hangman energy with the Empress. So it's about just being. It's about accepting what is as your reality and seeing how you can move forward. The Empress energy is all about planting those seeds, new beginnings, new starts, very much nature. And the 4 energy is also nature. The earth. So get out in nature if you can. Absolutely. Throughout the weekend. The 5th, okay, that's the Hierophant. That is tapping into our sage wisdom, or realizing the wisdom that we do have. But if you if you do the numerology for the day, it's a 13, which is the Death card. But if you go 1 + 3, what are we back to? The 4 energy again. So know that for the entire month, we are looking at how we are disciplining ourselves. We are looking at how we bring in balance into our lives. We are looking at where we are building strategy, where we are building plan, in order to bring in security, in order to bring in safety. So it's a beautiful kickoff kind of weekend. We have the sun in Aries. I mean, that's the pioneer. That's the trailblazer. So we can tap into that energy. I do believe that we start the weekend with the moon in Leo and then moving into Virgo. So very much a Virgo kind of energy for the weekend, for the most part. We'll start it off in Leo. We just want to enjoy life and celebrate and have romance in our life and joys, right? Laughter. And then we go into more of a Virgo kind of energy, which is, getting things in order. Getting our house in order, so to speak, so that we can move into new territories, new paths. Maybe we are going to be the trailblazer. Maybe we will step into that relationship. Maybe we will raise our spirituality. Maybe we will change our routines. Maybe we will change our professions, what we've always done. For many of us, that's in limbo. Maybe you are looking at ways of changing your routine or your diet or your exercise, your sleeping patterns, your eating patterns. So there could be a lot of things. My goodness, I had part of a cut going here, so we'll finish the cut. See what the cards have to say. Look at this 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is telling us not to take things at face value. When somebody says something to us, we should take the time to research, to ask more questions, get clarification, get understanding. So just don't be over trusting. Know that when you're inviting somebody into your life, or you are structuring things to take place in your life, and somebody just says something to you, don't take it as the truth. Take it as their opinion or their truth, and make sure it is the truth. So that would be in signing documents, contracts, things like that. You want to just read the fine print. Make sure that what you are signing is something that you want to sign. But if people aren't really acting in your best interest, okay, so each and every one of us, it's kind of more of, and it is, and you look at the grocery stores and the bare shelves and the lineups to get in, and, it's all for me right now, right? And we've got lots of people sitting on a lot of toilet paper out there. And it's more than they'll ever need. So make sure you're not acting in that way. But everybody is kind of acting in that way. That's what this card really stands out for, being the first card. Now, it could also be that we are looking at what we need to take forward with us. And remember, the death energy is in here, the 13 energy. So we could be looking at what to release in our life, let go in our life, move past in our life, heal from in our life, in order to really go forward. What do we not need to take with us going forward? What actually takes up time or energy or resources in your life? The sun. Look at this. Okay, first of all, the light is not coming from the sky, it's coming from you, your light. So this is the aha moment, the epiphany perhaps of all of a sudden you see the path, right? The light exposed the path forward. So it's by raising our energy. How do we raise our energy? Well, right now, joy, happiness, giggles, laughter. Create it. And it's necessary right now to create it, to not let the anxiety and the fears consume you. Okay, yes, you should have worry, you should have fear. It's a natural reaction, and it's what is built within each and every one of us to keep us safe from harm. But do not let it consume you. Deep breaths, meditation. I have an I Love Me video that you can meditate to. I have new moon affirmations to inspire you in what you can be and who you already are. And each one of those videos, I think they're both about 10 minutes in length, and it's one affirmation or one thing to say after another. So get a pad of Post-it notes and just write down a few things and put them on your bathroom mirror, or the fridge, or the microwave door, whatever you have, right? But this is getting a clarity. This is getting an understanding. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, we're pretty confident. We're pretty confident in this card. We're holding our abundance out in front of us. We know nobody can take it from us. It's ours. We own it. We don't have to worry about that. Our true talents, abilities, the things that will move us forward, nobody can duplicate and nobody can take from you. I mean, we're not even in armor here. We don't have a weapon. And we're not even leading the horse. We just know that we're going. So it's almost like we are on the wings of the angel flying us into our path forward, and we're just going to go with it. We're not going to get upset. We're not going to get full of anxiety. We're not going to wear full armor. We're safe. We're protected. My goodness. On the wings of an angel, you'd have to be protected. My goodness. So this is having a faith, a belief in something bigger than yourself, that abundance is actually going to come to you. And enjoy the view. Of course, here we are riding towards, so obviously there's actions that need to be taken, but it's saying take a deep breath. You are in a good place, even if you can't realize it right now. And if you just stop, take a breath and look around, there are some wonderful things in your life right now. And it may not be by choice. And there may be things that are a great passion and beauty in your life that you are estranged from right now. We have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands has been a popular card for all of 2020, hasn't it? Each one of those wands behind you represents a path that you have walked. And all of them are strong and tall and straight and have growth on them. So we have learned from it. So 5 being our sage wisdom in the numerology, the Hierophant. This is about taking all that wisdom, that talent, that ability that you have molded into, the person you have molded into by all those paths, all those experiences. And now you're looking at the next experience, and I mean, it just looks like a gnarled little stump of a piece of wood, doesn't it? But that's how each one of those other ones started out. That's what they became because of what you have mastered in life. Maybe you don't even know you've mastered it yet. But they all play a role. They all have been, it's like you've been leading up to the main event. And here it is, and it's not looking pretty. It's looking like a challenge. It's looking like you're going to need a courage. And the Death card. Yeah, we have the 13 energy, don't we, this weekend? But the first thing I saw was not the death or sitting on the skeleton head. I saw the freedom, the liberation. Now, this here, our inner child, we can smother our inner child so easily and not let our inner child out to play, to frolic and play, to laugh and giggle, to get curious about things. Again, to enjoy life and every experience. And going with the flow. So it's a reminder to us to allow some burdens to fall away. And allow your inner child out. And feel the freedom and feel the liberation that you can create, yes, in your very own 4 walls, that you can create for yourself. This is about figuring out how to step into that feel-good, liberated freedom. That joy, that happiness, that celebration of life. Oh, now really good news here. My goodness. So, I had these cards a little while back. A friend loaned them to me, and I fell in love with them. And one of my Patreon sweethearts, I don't want to mention her name because I don't know if she wants to be called out, but she sent these to me. So a beautiful, loving gift. And a couple of days after she sent them, she sent a new note saying that they were in quarantine. So they have a story to it. They're my COVID-19 deck here. I remember when I got this. So thank you so much. But I'm so excited that they came. And they were waiting for me when I got home. So thank you so, so much. So, let's see what our Mystical Wisdom Oracle deck has to say. So excited. I'm like a little kid. I'm letting my inner child out for this experience. Look at this. Letting go. Learn to let go. Learn to let go. That's very much the Hangman energy, right? The 12 energy that we'll be experiencing. To just let go. Let go of control, to surrender to something, to stop fighting against the current and go with the flow. And it's hard. Some things are very hard to let go of. Some things are quite easy to let go of. So letting go, being in the moment, understanding that what you have surrounding you now is what you have to work with in order to go forward. So how are you going to utilize that, your environment right now, your talents and abilities, in order to move yourself in the direction you want to go. So letting go. Learn to let go. Life is constantly changing. Nothing ever stays the same. People come and people go. Some exit quietly without you realizing it, and some go with a loud bang. In the constant flow and changes of life, we get stuck with unhealthy habits, unhealthy relationships, unrewarding jobs, unrealized dreams, and the like. You may have created an unhealthy attachment or bond to something or someone that no longer serves you in a positive way. You have the courage to acknowledge the situation and know that change is inevitable. It also brings with newfound freedom and spiritual growth. And the mantra for the day is, or for the weekend is, I am ready to free myself from situations that no longer serve me. I am ready to free myself from situations that no longer serve me. So write that on a Post-it note and say it this weekend. Let's see what our wonderful animals have to say. Another one of my cherished decks. It was a Mother's Day present from my kids. So I'm just like a little kid. I got a brand new deck of cards. So we'll go through it and read the book together. Learn the deck together. Look who's back. The bats again. I can't give up this deck. It is so unique in how often it repeats cards over and over during certain energies. Hidden fears, open mind, heart and soul, trust and passion. Clarity of mind means clarity of passion too. That is why the great and clear mind loves ardently and sees distinctly what it loves. So many are afraid of bats. They often fly in a sporadic fashion, never knowing where they will swoop. Instead of relying on their sight, they use their other senses, the main one being their hearing. If you chose bat, you are being told that the clarity that you seek has to be sought in a different way. Bat offers you the clarity to see around you what may be hidden. Now is the time to look at your life subjectively and see where you can add positive and passionate changes. You might sign up for a class, start a new creative project, or finish one you started way back when. Is it possible you are neglecting communication with those who love you and you're not even aware of it? So once again, it's about reaching out in new ways to connect with people every single day. You may have been acting as a hermit and didn't even realize it. Call your friends and plan a fun night out. And most of us will not be able to call our friends and have a fun night out, but there is all kinds of ways that we can gather still with the internet. I mean, I can't even imagine if this would have happened 20 years ago, how isolated we'd all feel. So we have the internet now. We can connect. I can sit with you at your kitchen table and we can have coffee together or tea. Or if it's later in the evening, maybe we'll even splurge on a glass of wine together. But, we can still connect. So there are ways that we can connect with people. So please do, especially if you know that somebody is a little bit more shut in than the rest of us. Reach out. Absolutely. And if you don't feel that you have anybody in your life you want to reach out to, then phone a senior's home and just say, I'll just talk to somebody who hasn't had a visitor or a phone call in a while. Put them on the phone. And just brighten up somebody's day, because that kind of energy just raises you up anyways. Release your old fears and anxieties. You can write down your fears one by one on a piece of paper. After you complete the task, take each paper and say aloud, I release, and then insert the fear. Then either rip up the piece of paper or burn it in a fireproof container, allowing the universe to take care of all that is holding you back. And I'll just add to that that many times when you hear of burning up those intentions and taking the ash, put it in moving water, like a rapids or a fast moving stream, and allow that energy to be taken right away and give it back to the earth. So I think this is like a weekend that we'll all probably look back on at the end of the year and say, I started this, or I started investigating that, or I've always had a passion for this. So I thought, well, since I'm trapped here, I might as well investigate it or take a course online about it. And it just sent me in a new direction. So, but definitely this is a starting point for each and every one of us to really attach ourselves to a great passion, a passion that has beauty wrapped all around it. And strategize. Look at how you can move forward. Or perhaps you're going to be looking at what is actually keeping you trapped from actually going in that direction and being able to see with clarity and understanding that path that's awaiting you. Until we meet again, I do love you, and stay safe.